What is going on, First Descendants, and welcome to another First Descendant video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Luna. This is a beginner guide. We're going to have a beginner guide for each Descendant, helping you guys learn to navigate how the Descendants play and what type of play style you could expect out of these Descendants. Luna is a brand new character, and not only is she new, but she introduces a new way and mechanic to be able to play, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how everything works. So the first thing I want you guys to do is focus down on the bottom, and you're going to notice there are a total of 4 different skills. We're going to go over each individual skill, but in order to understand all 4 skills, we first need to understand the 4th one. So let's go ahead and dive into the Descendant here and get a little bit more in-depth overview of what we could expect out of Luna. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about her skills. Now, before we learn and talk about the active skills, it's really important that you understand how the passive skill works, because once you understand the passive skill, the other 2 become very relevant, and that is how you want to be playing her. So her passive skill is called Improvisation. When you use a skill to hit the note, inspiration gauge will go up, and I'll show you guys how this works. When the inspiration gauge maxes completely, an enhanced skill could be used. So these are the enhanced skills that they're talking about. Using an enhanced skill completely depletes the inspirational gauge. However, when failing to hit the note, the inspirational gauge will go up when activated. So let me show you guys real quick, and then we'll go to the active skills. So when you guys go ahead and activate her weapon, which is by tapping A on my button, you're going to notice that these little triangles are appearing in the screen, and there's a bigger triangle that appears when that note goes over, right? If you actually hit it when that note goes over, that is performing a perfect note, a perfect synergy. As you guys notice right here, we're shooting these, right? And we're hitting these in sequence here, and every single time we hit these, this will go ahead and activate a perfect note. Now, if for some reason you fail to hit directly here, you won't be able to get it going. But that's not the main point you're looking for. As you guys are hitting these notes, you're going to notice that your other 4 abilities are activated. Now, in order for you guys to fully activate your passive skill, you're going to go ahead and press LBX, which is the 4th skill. And now that we did that, you're going to notice that there is a gauge below the blue line that is constantly getting filled, right? So that one gets maxed out. When that one gets completely maxed out, now you're able to perform any of the other skills. So let's go ahead and B, and that will automatically deplete that bottom bar that's appearing in the bottom. Basically, what you're trying to do when doing this is you're going to want to make sure that you are always trying to activate the bottom bar and filling it up to its max. So your ultimate's going to give you that nice boost to fill that maximum bar in the bottom, and that's pretty much how that particularly works. Now, let's go back into her kit. So what are the abilities and what do they do? So the first one, guys, is called Stage Presence. This is just going to make sure that you pop out a unique weapon, and this unique weapon pretty much will fully deplete your MP with the bullets. So it's going to be extremely important that you manage your MP, and there's actually a way to actually manage this with the other active skills. So here we go. So the first one is called Exciting Act. This one is really good because this is going to be pretty much a buffer. So remember, if you play Luna as a support character, her main objective is to buff other characters to give them better crit chance, better cooldown, better skill power. So that's extremely important. This one in particular is going to be the one that you're going to want to be using if you want to make sure that when you're using this, you modify and increase the skill power of every other Descendant that's within the radius. So skill power modifier will get increased by 20%, and this is going to have a duration of 14%. In addition to that, it's also going to increase the skill power modifier by 65%, and once again, the duration is pretty much the same. So if you're going to be activating this one, it's going to be buffing the skill power of you and of other Descendants. Then we have the other one called Relaxing Act. What Relaxing Act is going to do, it's going to allow you to recover MP. So for some reason, if you're using your gun and you want to get more MP back because you want to use more abilities, this will allow you to get the MP back, not only yourself, but will also allow you to get those back for your allies. Now keep in mind that you have to successfully hit the notes. If you don't successfully hit the notes, that is going to take away from your abilities. So you want to make sure that when you're playing as Luna, you're actually hitting the notes. If you're not hitting the notes or you're missing them, you're actually doing the opposite of enhancing these abilities. The next one we have is called Cheerful Act, and Cheerful Act is gonna give you the inspirational gauge that you guys saw me activate. What that inspirational gauge is gonna do, it's gonna grant a cheerful sound within the radius of the not only you, but the radius of the your other characters. So what this will allow you to do, it's going to allow you to fill up the bottom bar that we talked about, and with cheerful performance, you will be able to enhance your other skills. So once you use this one, right, you do use this one, you fill the bottom bar, this will then allow you to increase the effect of these abilities right here. So basically you want to use this one, fill the bar in the bottom, to be able to enhance either the MP consumption, so to get your MP back, or to enhance the skill, the skill power modifier for you and your allies. So that is how these actually work. Okay, so the only thing is, how can you play Luna if you want to play her instead of a kind of like an assisting character? If you want to play her as a pretty much as an offensive character. Well, there is a module for Luna. There's actually two modules for Luna. One is called Nimble Footsteps. This is pretty much going to allow you to buff the abilities you currently have right now and increase the range and her movement speed. So this is not going to help you in any way to become like, a DPS dealer or an offensive character, but this one will, which is called Noise Search. What Noise Search is going to do is that when you use your skills, instead of buffing the team, it's going to go ahead and cause damage to the enemies. Now, this is going to be one that I'm personally going to be trying to get, because I do want to convert her into an offensive character. And the great thing about this is that they both have the M symbol. So you can literally swap between Nimble Footsteps if you want to play a support character, and you could swap between an offensive character if you want to play Noise Search with the same module M letter, right? So that's really, really cool that these are both under the same category when it comes to the lettering. So this is the one I'm going to be going for, because I do like to be an offensive player, but it is very interesting to see how it works within the game. So once again, we are going to go ahead and use our number one ability, which is going to start everything off here. So that's by holding LBA, that's on controller here. And we're going to want to make sure we're hitting our notes. And as we're hitting our notes, you're going to notice that our bottom bars are getting filled. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to activate our 4 and start filling our gauge here. And once we start filling our gauge, we want to make sure we successfully hit these notes. Okay, I missed that one. And you see our gauge is completely filled. So now I want to know, do I want to do mana, or do I want to increase the buff of my character? So I want to get my mana back. So we're going to do that. We're going to go here. And now we're going to be getting our MP back and successfully hitting this. If for some reason we fail to hit these in order, we are going to be completely screwed, because as you guys see here, the bar will start going down. Now, if we keep hitting our notes, our bar stays filled until we deplete our main ability. So that is how you kind of want to cycle with her. You want to make sure you kick it off with her, unique weapon. You kick it off with a unique weapon, you hit some notes on point, that's going to activate your other skills. Other skills are activated. We're going to fill our gauge here. All right, gauge is filled, and once we have our gauge completely filled and we hit every single note with her, you're going to be able to go ahead and say, okay, do you want to buff players? So now I'm going to buff players. We're going to turn it up right here, and now we're going to be buffing our players here, and everybody's going to have really, really good pretty much skill power, right? So they're going to be able to do a lot more damage to the boss, so it makes it really cool. Now the great thing about this is you're actually able to do this from a distance, and we will have a build for her, not only for offensive but defensive character, or support character as well. So I hope you found this video helpful, informative, you understand how to play Luna a little bit better. If you did, do me a huge favor, and if you have any questions regarding Luna, drop them in the comment section down below and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.